On to the Rafale controversy. Rahul Gandhi, the Congress president, might be daring the Prime Minister and the Finance Minister to open an open debate on Rafale. But before he embarks on this exercise, it would be worth his while asking the former UPA Defence Minister and Congress leader A.K. Antony some straight, tough questions. Times now has accessed the Rafale papers, which raise some serious concerns and many more questions about the UPA's own conduct and commitment to securing India by appending the Rafale deal. The UPA, for some strange reason, appended the Rafale deal, reversing an 11-year-old process, thereby leaving India defenseless. Here are the hard facts of the story. I'll just read them out quickly, and they're on your screens as well. We've accessed a note signed by then UPA Defence Minister A.K. Antony. The note bears the then Defence Secretary's signature, dating back to 27 June 2012. In the note, interestingly, Antony wants the selection of the lowest bidder re-examined. That's L1. Antony also doubted references from the negotiation panel and India's own MPs. The move eventually reversed an 11-year-old process of determining the lowest bidder, which happened to be at the time Rafale. It was signed, remember, by the then Raksha Mantri A.K. Antony, the then Defence Secretary Mr. Sharma. The date, like we've told you already, is 27th of June 2012. Let's also deep dive into what it says actually. And I quote now from the note. As proposed, the CNC, which is the Contract Negotiation Committee, may proceed to complete its deliberations with L1. Again, that is the lowest bidder, which happened to be Rafale at the time, after an 11-year-old vetting process. Vendor and finalize its report. And I quote again from the note. After the CNC report has been finalized, the entire issue of approach, methodology adopted by the CNC to determine the L1, which is the lowest bidder vendor, may be re-examined by the MOD and the MOD to ascertain that it is reasonable, appropriate and as per laid down procedure. I'm still quoting from the note, and I quote again. References received from the Honourable Members of Parliament and from the 3 members of the CNC regarding the L1 determination may also be re-examined in detail to remove any doubt whatsoever about the integrity of the procurement process before the case has progressed for the CFA, which is Competent Financial Authority approval. This is what the letter says. And here's what the Times Now exclusive news break establishes. On the basis of the note which we accessed and broke last night about 8 p.m., A.K. Antony was seemingly doubting the integrity of the Contract Negotiation Committee itself, which took, remember, 11 years. The decision to re-examine the deal in the last possible stage, many believe and feel, compromised India's security. It left India defenseless, vulnerable. Again, for some strange, mysterious reason, the UPA had begun to doubt its own methodology to pick Rafale, and that methodology consisted of over 11 painstaking years of negotiation. Now, Finance Minister Jaitley had also alluded to this document when he had given an interview to a news organization yesterday. He had said, and I quote him again, that the UPA delayed at the deal and risked India's security. Even hinting, that is Mr. Jaitley hinted, that collateral considerations, and I'm putting those in quotes, collateral considerations, like in the Bofors deal, may have been the motive. So clearly the allegation by the Finance Minister is that collateral considerations may have been the motive, may have been the mysterious reason that the UPA, after an 11-year-old painstaking process of vetting and arriving at L1, which is the lowest bidder, which happened to be Rafale, had perhaps appended the deal. This is what Mr. Jaitley said. Take a look.
The UPA itself put out a tender, got offers, shortlisted 2, and when 2007 asked for the price bids, found Rafale to be the L1 cheapest, and spent close to a decade till 2012, shortlisted on price and quality Rafale, and for some reason that indecisive government then turned around and said, well, it needs to be re-examined, facts have to be reconsidered. Was it policy paralysis, decision-making paralysis, that you allow India's security to be compromised by indefinitely not taking a decision? Or was there any collateral consideration which compelled you to just abandon it and put India's security at risk?
And we contacted former Defence Minister A.K. Antony about the note, and he has claimed to Times Now that the details in the notes have been twisted and BJP leaders asked him to re-examine. He also named a BJP leader who has stopped being a BJP leader but is still active in politics. Take a look at what Sharon, my colleague, spoke to Mr. Antony about.
Sir, this is Sharon from Times Now, sir. Sir, സാറിൻ്റെ ഒരു ബൈറ്റ് വേണമായിരുന്നു സർ, ഒരു ഇഷ്യൂ. എന്ത് സർ? റഫാലിനെ പറ്റിയാ സർ.
നിങ്ങൾ പറയുന്ന നുണക്കൊക്കെ ഞാൻ എന്തിനാ ബൈറ്റ് തരുന്നു? ഞാൻ ഒപ്പിട്ടെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ അതിന്റെ ബാക്കി മുഴുവൻ കാണിക്കാതെ ഒരു വഴി കാണിക്കാം. പല സമയത്ത് മറുപടി പറഞ്ഞോളാം. പറഞ്ഞതാണ്
ഒരു ക്ലാരിഫിക്കേഷൻ
എനിക്ക് പറയാൻ തോന്നുന്ന ഞാൻ എല്ലാ പത്രക്കാരോടും പറയും.
പക്ഷെ ഒരു ക്ലാരിഫിക്കേഷൻ ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അത് സത്യമാണോ?
ഇന്നലെ ഒരു ക്ലാരിഫിക്കേഷൻ ടൈംസിനോട് മാത്രമേ കൊടുക്കുന്നില്ല. ഞാൻ എനിക്ക് ഒരു പ്രോപ്പർ ടൈമിൽ ഞാൻ ഒരു പ്രസ് കോൺഫറൻസ് വിളിച്ച് എല്ലാവരോടും കൂടി മൊത്തം കാര്യങ്ങൾ മാത്രമല്ല എല്ലാം പറയും. നിങ്ങൾ പറഞ്ഞത് ഒരു അടിസ്ഥാന ഒരു പോസ്റ്റ് എടുത്തിട്ട് ഇതുപോലെയാളുടെ കംപ്ലൈന്റ് യശസ്വിനിയുടെ പേര് നമുക്കറിയാം, ഇത് മിണ്ടിയില്ല. ഇത്ര മാത്രമൊക്കെ ഒരു ഫാസ്റ്റ് ഫുഡ് ഒരു ചാനൽ പഠിക്കുന്നത് ശരിയാണ്. അത് ഞാൻ കൂടെ വന്നിട്ട് ക്രെഡിബിലിറ്റി കൊടുക്കണോ? ഞാൻ നാട്ടുകാരിയാണ് പറഞ്ഞതാണ്. ഞാൻ വിചാരിച്ചില്ല. എനിക്ക് പറയാനുള്ളത് പ്രസ് കോൺഫറൻസ് വിളിച്ചിട്ട് എല്ലാവരും പറയും ഇതേക്കുറിച്ചല്ല മൊത്തം കാര്യങ്ങൾ. അത് എല്ലാ ദിവസം ഞാൻ റണ്ണിങ് കമ്മിറ്റിക്ക് ഞാൻ പോകാറില്ല. എനിക്ക് പറയണം തോന്നുമ്പോഴത്തേക്ക് ഞാൻ പറയും. ഞാൻ അതിനെക്കുറിച്ചൊന്നും പറയാനില്ല. ടൈംസിനോട് ഇതിനെക്കുറിച്ച് സംസാരിക്കുന്നില്ല. അത് ഇന്നലെ പറഞ്ഞ മുഴുവൻ തെറ്റാ. അത് എന്റെ വാക്കുകൾ ഞാനിവിടെ പലർക്കും വിട്ടത് ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്നില്ല. ഇത് പറഞ്ഞ മുഴുവൻ തെറ്റാണ്. അത് ശരിയായ സന്ദർഭത്തിൽ അത് മാത്രമല്ല എല്ലാം കൂടെ പറയും. ഇന്നലെ പറഞ്ഞ മുഴുവൻ റൈറ്റ്സാണ്. കാരണം യശ്വസിന്റെ പരാതി പേര് പോലും പറഞ്ഞില്ല. ഞാൻ അന്വേഷിക്കാൻ ഉത്തരവിട്ട് എസ്എൻസിന്റെയും മറ്റ് പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട BJP നേതാക്കന്മാരുടെ പരാതി അയച്ചിട്ടില്ല. അതിൽ ഒന്നാമത്തെ ആൾ എസ്എൻസിനെയാണ്. അതിനെക്കുറിച്ച് മുൻപിൽ ഏതോ ഒരാളുടെ ഒരു കംപ്ലൈന്റ് എടുത്തത് എസ്എൻസിയുടെ കംപ്ലൈന്റ് ആണെന്ന് ഒറ്റ വാക്കുപോലും വേണ്ടിയിട്ടില്ല. ഇങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ പത്രപ്രവർത്തനം നടത്താവോ? നിങ്ങൾ മാനേജറിനോട് പറയും ഇങ്ങനെയാണ് പത്രപ്രവർത്തനം നടത്തുന്നത്. എന്നാൽ എസ്എൻസിയുടെ കംപ്ലൈന്റിനെ കുറിച്ച് അന്വേഷിക്കുന്നത് നിങ്ങളുടെ കഥ പൊളിഞ്ഞില്ലേ? നിങ്ങളുടെ സ്റ്റോറി മുഴുവൻ പൊളിഞ്ഞില്ലേ? അപ്പോൾ സ്റ്റോറി ഉണ്ടാക്കും. അപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്ന സന്ദർഭത്തിൽ ഇതിനെക്കുറിച്ചല്ല, ഞാൻ ദിവസം സ്റ്റേറ്റ്മെന്റ് കൊടുക്കുന്ന ആളല്ല. എനിക്ക് തോന്നുമ്പോൾ ഞാൻ ഇതിനെ കുറിച്ച് എല്ലാവരും കൂടി ക്ലാസ് ചെയ്യും. അപ്പോ നിങ്ങളുടെ സ്റ്റോറിയുടെ എനിക്ക് തന്നെ ക്ഷീണം വരും. നിങ്ങളുടെ പേര് ഞാൻ പറയത്തില്ല, നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ക്ഷീണം വരും. കാരണം ഇന്നലെ വളരെ ട്വിസ്റ്റിംഗ് ആണ് ചെയ്തത്. വളരെ മോശമായി, വളരെ മോശം, വളരെ മോശം. അപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ കൂടെ കമന്റ് ചെയ്ത് ഞാൻ ക്രെഡിബിലിറ്റി ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്നു.
A.K. Antony speaking to my colleague Sharon. Now Samya Kapoor joins us. A detailed response, if you will, from A.K. Antony. It's a rare one, but we managed to get it, Samya. He also named Yashwant Sinha, but I'll get to that later. Let's try and understand further what Mr. A.K. Antony is trying to tell us. He says that there were BJP members at the time who asked him about it, and he also accuses us really of leaving certain portions of the note out. However, we put the entire note out, but that's a separate matter. What is Mr. Antony trying to say in his defense?
Well, even the sources within the Congress party, when we put those questions to the Congress leaders, they haven't come on record, but definitely the sources are saying that as far as A.K. Antony's letter is concerned, there is nothing controversial over there. Sure, he decided to strike that deal with the lowest bidder, but then the defence minister has all the prerogative if he wants to carry out any, rethinking or re-examination of the integrity of the bidder, because it's only further to strengthen the defence minister's standpoint and his decision whether he wants to carry out a re-examination or not. But as far as Mr. Arun Jaitley is concerned, to say that the Congress party was delaying this entire contract is concerned and that would jeopardize the national security, the Congress party also maintains
we'll
that...
get to what the Congress party is still contending about the story, but stay with us, Samya. We also spoke, in fact, to Air Marshal R.K. Sharma, the Deputy Chief of Air Staff, and this is what he told Times Now. Take a look at this first, we'll go to Samya after.
Sir, I wanted to take your bite on this Rafale issue that's going on, sir.
No, I have given many bites over the last 1 month. See, Prashant, you have to understand, now the minister has made a statement.
Yes, sir.
So it is not in order and appropriate for somebody like me to make a statement on the statement. See, it's not not for you, it's a of course issue,
Yes, sir.
but it is not appropriate.
Okay.
I may say something. I may be knowledgeable about something that he has said which is factually incorrect.
Okay.
But if I don't bring it out, it will hurt my conscience, because I don't want to be in this politically sort of
Yes, sir.
football that is going on.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely.
So it will not look nice, because and there are some things which he may be right and somebody else is saying it is wrong. So there are a lot of gaps out there which I don't want to sort of get into, because now let the Ministry of Defence sort of
Yeah.
do the needful.
And more reactions coming in after the Congress's A.K. Antony tried to put the onus and the blame on the BJP. Former NDA Minister Yashwant Sinha, who Antony named in our conversation, has also dismissed the charge. He says, and I quote Mr. Sinha now, the letter to Antony was not about the deal, unquote. This is what he said, and we also have reactions lined up. In fact, we'll get you that as well in just a bit. Yashwant Sinha has spoken to Times Now as well. He is, well, not summarily, but discharged what A.K. Antony is trying to say about him and the manner in which he approached then Defence Minister A.K. Antony on the Rafale deal. Samya Kapoor, thank you for giving us the inputs from the Congress side here.